over defense plans for the alliance, but only included Germany, Italy, Turkey, and South Africa. This irritated the Russians, India, and Egypt, claiming they're just as important in the alliance, and saying this is an act against their sovereignty, with Russia, India, Egypt declaring war on the four. Well, actually, the four declare war on them, and they figure out what was going on. But some of the puppets side with the blue. Pacific puppets basically join the blue team and their puppets in Asia, but quickly with plans to invade everyone. Their quickest operation to take out was the invasion of Egypt, where they quickly captured Cairo and Khartoum, and that was enough to lead to its surrender. And they go this way, claiming that this nation is Eurasia from 1984. I don't even know how they would have access to that book. Well, I mean, they could. And the Russians get marched back. And in North America, well, they get pushed back by all the nations in the region. And well, they still manage to have some control, but their control is very weak. And they quickly lose Alaska, meaning it's harder to get forces in. Well, they go from Brazil to cut them off, and they invade South Brazil, and Paraguay, and Bolivia. In this area, they got the clear advantage. These nations have been devastated, so they're not really going to mount a big defense. And the California collapses. And Texas is smiling, while the Mexican puppet quickly surrenders, believing that might give them some amount of freedom. And they invade from two fronts into Colombia, quickly capitulating the nation, which leads to Ecuador's fall. But then the front line reaches a stalemate as the defenses manage to be mounded over there, not strong enough to push them back. Now Russia manages to mount a counteroffensive, but its success is not there really. Well, India can't yet get the big amount of forces. And well, that's not good when you can't raise the populace. With Russia doing well, you may think at this point, pushing back. Well, St. Petersburg just fell. And they take over Finland. The advancing the advancing Red Army. And the Blue Army has more problems in South America as all the capitals are taken. Except Patagonia's, and I don't know where that would be. Well, the fall of South America has occurred. Doesn't really seem good. With Germany deciding to annex a puppet. Why? Yes, I believe they'll make them stronger. So select all, and they annex the Polish puppet. Well, they also annex here. And Italy decides to annex Greece. Wait, no, that's prior to Turkey. Never mind. And well, Crimea falls. And they quickly start pushing against Russia again, with weakness in Russia being found. And they break through. Eventually, the front line stalls over here, but they manage to make one more breakthrough connecting the front. And well, they land in southern India before, and India still hasn't been able to mount a counteroffensive. With the superior forces from the Kaiser part of this alliance, Japan manages to fall. With them then using these two islands to land in Korea. And the island of Hainan and southern Thailand. This is so they can now build a naval blockade. making it harder for trade with neutral nations. And they move into Siberia to prevent this as an access route. With Russia not defending well over here, they stop that offensive and focus on some invasions in mainland China, which go very well for them, with them forming a front line that looks like this. And well, once this is formed, they're in trouble. They end up building the front line like this. And then after reaching here, they decide to move up here. Take Beijing and other cities from the rebellion. And they move into Vladivostok. And they move in from the south, taking Bangkok and other major Thai cities. And now they have a third front against India as they meet up around Indochina. Kind of crazy. With Tibet seizing an opportunity, with them having a goal of making Greater Turkestan, which is a unification of the Stan nations. And well, that's what their front line looks like, as a quick offensive by the Turks managed to move to here, as they believe helping out Turkestan will be good for them. Well, their southern front in India starts gaining ground as they manage to make an offensive and capture Mumbai. Well, Russia's in trouble. But on the plus side, they managed to make a massive offensive, which achieves some goals, I guess, of pushing them back. But they fail to capture the cities that they need in the coastline. India also managed to make one, but it doesn't work. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!